I was talking to a top producing real estate agent here in DFW today and just checking in on him, and he was telling me how he's killing it with listings, meaning he has 15 listings right now, but he has 0 buyers. He's working with 0 buyers. He said there's very few buyers out there. And so that's going to be the topic of this video. I wanted to share with you sort of what's going on and how, if you've been thinking about buying a house, I want you to think even harder about this. It's a great opportunity. So let me share with you some data. So first off, let me show you the buyer and seller dynamics. So I blew this up. So if you can see the green line, this is the number of listings. And you can see now, ironically enough, look what happened. In COVID, the listings dived and buyers went through the roof. So the super low, the blue is buyers. The buyers just went through the roof. So there's way more buyers than sellers. And that explains why every time you went to buy a house during the COVID era, when rates were 2 and 3%, there would be 50 offers, right? So now that was not a good time to buy. Everyone thought it was because rates were low, but you also paid way more for the properties. Now, look what happened. So buyers start coming back down and the market sort of equalizes. But look at what's happened this year. Inventory is rising and buyers are falling. That's the exact dynamic. I just prepared a mortgage plan today for a long-term client looking to purchase a home. This house had been listed at one point $900,000. Then it dropped into the 8s. And they're now negotiating to get this house for $750,000. Now, when I say that, that doesn't mean every house and every location. But what I am saying, and my top producing realtor friend reiterated this today, he's like, man, this is the time to buy. He goes, I'm even thinking about going buy some house. He goes, because sellers are willing to do anything to help people buy homes. So that's a key thing to understand. Now, let's look at some more data. We had the most active number of listings in May than we've had in the last 3 years. So listings are up. So once again, you have not only way fewer buyers, but you have higher listings. So you have more choice as a buyer on top of that. Let me show you one more stat. Price cuts are on the rise. So you can see the number of homes with price cuts was at almost 372,000, up from 283. So the number of homes that are doing price cuts is up. And in fact, it was over 19% of the homes out there nationally had a price cut. So all of this bodes well to be in the perfect time to buy. And the thing about it is, guys, is there's a thing called pent-up demand. Pent-up demand. What that means is there's a lot of people that would like to buy a home, but they're waiting until interest rates drop. The Federal Reserve came out and said they're going to lower rates twice later in the year. So we know they're forecasting that rates are going to start coming down. And we also know, because we've studied it as an industry, that when the average interest rate gets into the 5% range, like 5.99 or below, demand opens back up, and that gap between sellers and buyers will close, which means the leverage you have now will not be there. And so here's the thing. You can get an interest rate already in the 5s with rate buy downs very easily. I mean, in fact, every file I'm doing is in that range. People just don't realize that, because sellers are willing to give you pre-discount points. They're willing to give you money, which we think can prepay interest, called discount points, to get you a much lower rate and lower payment. And you get it at a better price, too, than when you get later on, when you lose that leverage and you have to start competing. So give me a call. I'd love to build you a great mortgage plan. I will build a perfect mortgage plan for you that fits into your goals and needs. If you have family members or friends thinking about purchasing, share this video with them. And if you're a real estate agent, please feel comfortable sharing this to your database and using this message and some of this data on why right now is a great time to buy. Thanks so much and have a great day.